I think it is important for us to fight hard and say things the way they are. And Beto O'Rourke, I think, is going to be standing out in 2022. But what he's doing in 2020 is important. I saw an interview with him yesterday, and I'm trying to get an interview with Beto, by the way, guys. But I saw an interview with Beto last night, and I said, you know what? This is the way you have to speak about to win. For us to win Texas, both on the state level and the national level, this is the kind of talking you have to do. Check out Beto, and then we'll do it on the other side.
You know, the United States has been hit hard by COVID. Texas, arguably harder than almost any other state right now, perhaps with the exception of Florida and Arizona. And then within Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, and particularly Hidalgo County, is just getting the stuffing knocked out of it. They're running out of beds and space in their hospitals and clinics. They're running out of nurses and doctors to take care of the patients. It's so bad that some ambulances are waiting up to 10 hours in order to discharge the patients that they picked up because there is no bed there to receive them. There's no longer space in the morgues, in the funeral homes, so they're stacking the bodies in refrigerated trucks right there. And as you pointed out, our governor, Greg Abbott, inexplicably will not only not issue a stay-at-home order for the state of Texas, he will not allow the county judge there, Richard Cortez, to issue one for Hidalgo County to save the lives of the people that he was sworn to serve and to represent. And I want to make sure this is not lost on your viewers. That county is 95% Mexican American. We know that Latinos and African Americans are disproportionately bearing the burden of COVID transmission that is out of control in the state of Texas. This governor, our governor, Greg Abbott, is choosing to allow people to die when he could choose to allow county judges to save their lives.
The reason I wanted to bring that up, he laid out the case of all the bad things that are happening to Texans, and all Texans without thinking about party. They're not thinking party. Beto is just talking. They're seeing it on TV. They're seeing the refrigerator trucks. They're seeing people dying and all of that. And then he turns the story on to the governor not allowing these judges in these different counties to do what's necessary to save people, to save these people's lives. He never mentioned about these people being Democrats or anything, these judges being Democrats or otherwise. And then he goes in for the killer. Greg Abbott is allowing these people to die. And you know, I normally say our Republican Party is murdering Texans. I always say that. The Republican Party, they are murdering Texans, and we have to get, just like how the Republicans are usually good at getting over a narrative, these are the kinds of things that we have to repeat. I may be a bit harsh in saying the Republicans are murdering Texans, but the way he expressed it is, you know, just as good, right? In other words, you are causing these people to die. And you don't hear a lot of these politicians equate the policy to death. The policy to death. And that is why when I saw that, I'm like, Beto, that is exactly what we needed. We need the politicians to start laying that foundation, building that foundation slowly, so that by the time 2022 comes around, when it's time to take all these folks in the Texas Senate and the Texas Congress out of Texas House out of there, people start equating these are the sellers of death. These are the promoters of death. All these dead Texans that we had during the pandemic died because we didn't have the Medicaid expansion to the Affordable Care. They all died because we used ideology to keep cities open that should have closed for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks to mitigate this and move forward. We had the example, we just have to lay it out. And politicians for too long have been too timid to speak the way Beto just spoke. And Beto wasn't harsh at all. That sounded pretty placé. More placé than I do it, but very placé. I'm Egberto Willies, host of Politics Done Right, an independent news program. I post several news videos of interest every day. I ask you so kindly to subscribe to my channel, and please leave me some comments. Thank you very much.